10 things every first-time home buyer needs to know before buying in Los Angeles. Buying your first home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make, and if you're buying in Los Angeles, it can feel even a bit more intimidating. Between the high home prices, multiple offers, interest rates, inspections, and understanding the entire process, it's easy to feel overwhelmed before you even begin looking at homes. The good news is now that you're buying your first home, it doesn't need to be stressful if you understand how the process works. Hi everyone, I'm Alicia Rivett with the Agency in Beverly Hills, and I specialize in helping buyers throughout Los Angeles, specifically on the West Side, Silicon Beach, and South Bay neighborhoods. After helping more than 125 buyers and sellers over the past decade in my career, I've seen what separates a smooth transaction from a stressful one. So today, I'm sharing 10 tips that I think every first-time homebuyer needs to know before buying in Los Angeles. So let's jump on in. You need to know your budget before you fall in love with a home. So the first thing I tell every buyer is don't start the search on Zillow. Start within your budget. Many buyers only focus on the monthly mortgage payment, but homeownership as a whole includes much more than that. So you need to take into account your property tax, your homeowner's insurance, HOA dues if applicable, also utilities, maintenance, perhaps future repairs and moving expenses. So you don't necessarily need to spend the maximum amount your lender pre-approves you for. So just because you qualify for a certain amount, for instance, doesn't mean that's the payment perhaps you feel comfortable with every month. So it's important to know your comfort zone and stay within that when you're house shopping. Get pre-approved before looking at homes. A pre-approval tells you exactly how much you can borrow, and it also shows the seller you're serious. In Los Angeles, it's extremely difficult to compete without one, especially in multiple offers, which you often see in Los Angeles. And these are the homes that are typically priced well and move-in ready that tend to be the most competitive. So having your financing lined up before touring homes allows you to move quickly when the right opportunity comes along, and also helps eliminate surprises much later in escrow. Save more than just your down payment. One of the biggest misconceptions is that buyers only need enough money for the down payment, which is not true. You also want to budget for closing costs, home inspection fees, appraisal fees, initial repairs when you move in costs, also perhaps funds for new furniture or new appliances. So you want to connect with your lender, but typically depending on your loan and purchase price, closing costs can range anywhere between 1% to 2% of the purchase price in addition to your down payment. So having extra funds will definitely create some peace of mind when you move in as well. Your credit score matters. So your credit score directly impacts your mortgage options and also your interest rate. So even a small improvement can help save you thousands over the lifetime of the loan. So before applying for a pre-approval, make sure you're paying your bills on time, avoid opening new credit cards, don't finance a new car, don't make any large abnormal purchases, and also avoid closing any older accounts unless that's been advised by your lender. Good lender can also provide recommendations to improve your score before purchasing a new home. Choosing the right neighborhood, not just the right house. The home itself is only part of the decision, so think about the lifestyle. Ask yourself, how long a commute do you want to work? Do you want walkability? Would you rather live by the beach? Do you need the highly rated schools? Are restaurants, apartment, and shopping important for you nearby? Los Angeles has incredibly diverse neighborhoods. Playa Vista offers newer construction and local parks, while Marina Del Rey offers waterfront living or walkability to the beach, while Culver City and West Hollywood has a vibrant downtown life, while Westchester, we're starting to see significant growth in the community, while you have the South Bay that offers beautiful communities and that coastal beach feel and walkability. So it's important to visit the neighborhoods at different times of day so you can definitely get a true perspective of what it would feel like living in the community. Don't skip the home inspection. So even beautiful homes can have hidden issues. Inspection often uncovers problems before closing on a property. Things inspectors commonly evaluate are the roof, plumbing, the electrical, the HVAC, the foundation, the windows, appliances, moisture or mold concerns. So inspection is just about doing your due diligence to determine what repairs are a necessity or perhaps need to be deducted later down the line. So oftentimes about understanding what you're buying and negotiating those repairs or credits with the seller. And I've been able to educate many buyers of mine of what repair costs look like, what repairs need to be done immediately, and how we can negotiate that appropriately with the seller as well to get you either a credit, for instance, a reduction off the purchase price, or the seller to complete that repair prior to you moving in and us closing on the property. Understand the local Los Angeles market. So every neighborhood behaves differently. One area might be extremely competitive, for instance, with multiple offers, why there's negotiation opportunities more so in other cities. So it's important to understand the average days on market for the cities you're looking in, the inventory levels, what the comparable sales are selling for, if there's any seasonality trends, and also what the buyer competition is in that city in particular. And I'll help determine how aggressively an offer you'll need to submit in order to remain competitive. Be ready to make decisions quickly. Homes in desirable Los Angeles neighborhoods often don't stay available for long. I've seen buyers often hesitate to make a decision and they completely miss out on the house. That doesn't mean making a decision in terms of rushing into a decision on the wrong home. It means making sure you're prepared. So knowing your budget, knowing your priorities and what your non-negotiables are, having your lender ready that you can review numbers before submitting an offer, and understanding truly what you're looking for. This presentation allows you to act confidently instead of emotionally when it's time to write an offer. Don't make major financial changes during escrow. This is one of the common mistakes I see first-time home buyers make after getting your offer accepted. For instance, you don't want to buy any new furniture, finance or purchase a new car, open any new credit cards, or quit your job, transfer any large sums of money without talking to your lender first. For instance, make any unusual large purchases that you wouldn't normally do. Your lender will continue to review your spending habits during the escrow and also your financial profile before closing. So even the smallest changes can cause unnecessary delays or perhaps affect you getting the property. Work with an experienced realtor who represents your best interest. Buying your first home involves making more than a dozen of moving decisions. You got negotiations, inspections, appraisals, deadlines, contracts, vendor recommendations, communicating with lenders, escrow, title, you name it. So a great realtor doesn't just unlock the doors, they help protect your investment, help explain each step, and negotiate on your behalf. So they'll help you avoid costly mistakes, and most importantly, they'll help make the process a lot less stressful. So having someone who knows the local Los Angeles market can be invaluable throughout your home buying journey in Los Angeles. Bonus tip: remember that your first home doesn't need to be your forever home. Many successful homeowners started with a condo or townhouse before moving into a larger home years later. Real estate is often a long-term strategy, so getting into the market when you're financially ready can be one of the best ways to begin building equity and wealth over time. You don't necessarily need to wait for the perfect property, but finding the right home for your stage of life is most important. I hope these 10 tips help make your first home purchase feel a lot more approachable. Buying a home in Los Angeles is a major milestone, and with the right preparation and guidance, it can also be one of the most rewarding experiences you'll ever have. So if you're thinking about buying a home for the first time anywhere in Los Angeles, including the West Side, Silicon Beach, and South Bay communities, I'd love to help guide you throughout the process. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below letting me know where you're hoping to buy your first home here in Los Angeles. You can also reach out to me directly with my contact information below if you'd like to discuss your home buying goals or get connected with one of my trusted local lenders. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you again soon on the next one.